Junhee, please don't rely on me.
Who are you and why are you doodling on my marriage certificate?
I'm Shen Shenji.
Impossible to depend on each other is the love of my life. Why can't I beg him? 16-year-old Zijun. If you are a 16-year-old Zijun Heng, then please stay away from Shen Xiang. Why don't you know how cruel I am? Because you will definitely fail him. That's impossible. No way. He won't believe it. He is 26 years old. Would be reasonable for another woman and me. Shen Shanji, go out and ask around. Which lady is as jealous as you are? I've decided this concubine today. If you refuse, I invited myself to step down, willing to hire for the rest of my life. Seek to marry a girl. You are the only one in this life who never leaves. It's only been 10 years. The original marriage contract was like a joke. See, Junhee, why did you change your mind? I am a maid. Died as a child. My father once said that one should be like the spring breeze. But after he left, my spring is over. Women's clothing is ridiculous. It's a big joke to be in charge of Chunting. How can the inheritance of the Shen family fall into the hands of outsiders? My surname is Shen. This is my father's life's work. Well, soon not. I just realized that day, in this cold world, even grief comes at a price. From being a spring hall to a party, hesitation is nothing more than moving from one battlefield to another. Even if I'm alone, I will also inherit my father's ruins. It's saving lives. Later, he was forced to thank his father. Met Zi Junhao, who was respected by the horse. Just hang up the tent and get some sleep. You are that is? I thought it was just an ordinary rescue. Thank you, Miss Shen, for biting the needle.
No effort. You're welcome.
It's a small thing for girls. It's a big deal to me. Are you really surprised by the horse?
Or on purpose?
The sound of hooves. It's still ringing in my heart. Later, I often thought, if I hadn't gone to Z Mansion that day, if I hadn't brought that bag, it's a pity that this world...
Never F. He's not a good match for you.
What is a good match?
Mark me. Liang Pei.
Be careful, but now you have become a blind and kind person.
Your girlfriend.
Virtue and virtue have gone into the dog's belly.
A good match is
virtuous and virtuous.
He doesn't need virtue.
I love him enough. If there is anything in this world that cannot be transferred, except for the rising sun and moon, it should be my heart for you.
Humph. Who are you? For what purpose?
Did my parents arrange for you to come? Say something. You just go back and tell my parents.
I thank you.
Only 100 million people love Xian Xiang in this life. 3,000 weak water. I only take a scoop of drink. Let them die of this heart.
You talk.
In the year that you loved me the most, Zijuneng also once fought against the world for me.
Except for Shen Shanji. I don't want anyone.
You and I have been married for 10 years. Why is that? It doesn't matter who I am. Here's the thing. How do you prove that you love Shen Shanji? I would like to go to the moon for him for 9 days. I can take my heart out and show it to him.
Humph.
How ridiculous. Moon, selection, sky, heart and chest. All the love you say is empty talk. One with the charlatan's bullshit plaster. If you really love each other, and answer my 3 questions.
Don't ask 3 questions.
Just ask 1,000 questions.
I can also answer.
You listen carefully.
Ask.
Shen Shangyi's ambition. Together, we are rejuvenating the spring hall. If you marry you, would you be willing to stand up for yourself? Strict will never stop. And for the benefit of my husband, to fend off criticism that women are not suitable for practicing medicine for him. Second question, Shen Shengji Tsai in the Pillow Sutra. obtained in the medicine hall.
If I marry you,
You may state that this is all his private property.
at his disposal,
You and the Z family will never ask.
don't invade all.
I can. 3 questions Shen Zhenji asks for a pair of people for a lifetime. Do you dare to swear, no matter what the reason for this life?
Sunless chromaticity. Love never.
Concubines don't know foreign affairs. If you are willing to leave your house for this, all assets belong to Shen Shanji only, and with him at any time is reasonable, I dare. 3 questions and 1 answer. What else do you have to say? Empty talk. It's a pleasure to get what you promised today.
If you regret it someday. So what?
Then how can you believe it? Dare to let go of me and I?
Z Junheng. It's never me who won't let go. It's you 10 years from now?
Put these 3 questions and answers in black and white. Written as iron. Friendship with Shen Shenji. Tell him. This is your Z Junham and his betrothal gift. If you say this in the future, heaven and earth are together. Like you said, I will set up this iron tool. Wait until I hand over the 7th uncle to the appropriate day. I see what face you have to obstruct again. Will you be the 7th uncle of this ruins?
That's me 10 years later.
The boat that came for you.
Since then,
no more movement on the marriage contract. I thought it was all just a dream I had. I have handed over the deed.
See what you have to say now. What?
I can. 1 wish. I dare it to be true. The marriage certificate. You can actually change the status quo through the past.
This Zhuangji.
It was the last thing my father left me.
When my aunt grows up,
This Zhuanglin is the dowry that my father gave to my aunt. When the time comes, Daddy wants to fill these curtains. Send my aunt to marry. Then the curtains were not filled. Dad is gone. When I married Zi Junheng, I didn't bring anything. The Southern Wei dynasty was left alone with the house curtain
I want my father
made
to
for me.
see.
I married the right person, so it's not enough.
Uncle Key, you are the spring hall.
It's just a roof for me to live in. But a tree is the backbone that holds up the eaves. 10 years of Zifu trivial. I almost forgot who I used to be. Who do you want to be? The girl in the mirror. Do you recognize him? 1 page of deed. You are sincere. Obstruction.
That's it.
It should have been so. If that's the case, then the 2 are cleared.
Wait
With
a
the
minute.
deed, you can keep him for a while. But I can't keep him alive. Zi Junhao, do you know that Shen Shanji has settled down? Be respected.
On what?
Of course, it is his medical skills that have rejuvenated
Only medical
his
knowledge.
hand. Like a boat against the current. Advance or retreat. I have a plan to help him with his medical skills. But this method requires your help. Passing 3 to 1 meters.
Would you like to agree? Of course. Anything that smells good.
I'm willing to do it. The time has finally come. I know this next round is a trial. It's also gambling, but this string will risk.
You ask him first.
The book that my father copied by hand back then.
Volume 7, The Last
The
Banquet.
medicine stove he drew when he was 10 years old. Not yet.
Who are you?
Why do you know such a private thing? Are you too impatient after all? Are you immortal in the sky?
Yes.
16-year-old Zi Junheng. The most amazing.
At that time.
He always took me to the temples of the elves to worship.
I don't believe it.
If there's a spirit in the temple, why is there still mourning outside the elf city? Evil is everywhere. Jiangyi. In front of the Buddha. Don't talk nonsense. Buddha is on top, dependent young. Not intentional to reinstall. Buddha, don't take this seriously. Fu Jingwen goes to San Yuan.
You're my destiny.
Suddenly understand. Zijun in his youth. You don't really believe in gods and Buddhas. He dragged me around the temples of Jinling. Just tell the world. Tell yourself. I am Shen Zhangji. It is the right edge of his equilibrium. So the ashes of that year.
Thick fall in my heart.
Layer after layer.
Do you think so? So be it.
You only go to see my previous question. Just ask who depends on you again. You're really a fairy in the sky. Don't worry, I'll go right away. The previous wish was separated by births. I wish to be deserted later. Give up being alone. What to fear? After hearing it, he didn't say much. Just take out the deed I gave him from the bottom of Zhuangqing. I watched it alone for a long time. Finally, he said the furnace was still there. The heat is just right. 15-year-old Shen Shanji didn't let me down. I have one more question. He wants to be immortal. The golden helmet is about the 9th business of Wu. Where my father was defiled by Mozi? What should have been the word? He said that the medicine stove sent by the immortal is private. Graduate to know the true meaning of this book. I remember. Of course I remember. It was my father who taught me how to play. I copied it and got sleepy. Auntie, don't be afraid of infusion like a human face. Occasionally dirty but common.
Auntie, look.
The word here is horizontal as the moon. There are vacancies and you're not lazy. Human bones are indestructible. Shenyang can't be too transverse. In the future, even if there are all kinds of demons that will affect you. You need to remember, this time, it is the blind medicine for your diseases in the years to come. Father has already delivered this medicine to me. Accompany me all my life without disease and worry. Daughter unfilial. I didn't pick the door of Z's house.
I actually took this new medicine for granted. Z's door is buckled open.
But I also soaked in this dye vat for 10 years. Suddenly realized, me and my 15-year-old self, after 10 years, wrong caves, looking forward to the same lonely moon.
Nothing.
You tell Master Shen Xiang? Heart like a bandit corpse. No turning, no moving. There is no such thing as a watch. Do not change the ceremony. If he penetrates, is the answer? Thanks for the pointer. I will tell you word for word. As for one of the mysteries that the immortal said, when will the immortals come out? Immortal, don't blame me for being impatient. It's just that we depend on each other. He is not only obsessed with medicine. He is willing. If the immortal is willing to give advice or two, he must be extremely happy. Immortal, I like to look at each other and smile.
Z. Junhee. Original.
You have also seen Shen Shanji so clearly. Instead of Mrs. Z. I don't know when. Even I almost forgot about Shen Shanji. 1 meter. I have my own arrangements. This time tomorrow, I will lend your hand to pass in the first 1 to 1 meters. You just have to tell the truth. He will understand. The next day I followed the agreement. Write down numbers 1 to 1 on the paper. What is the king of the doctor?
Want?
Based on what you've learned. Shen Xian to answer the main symptom. At this moment, his son-in-law told him that it was with him. The king of the healer must not be in the period of Angelica Emperor. It is a spring case in life accumulated in the past dynasties during the post-trial of the plaque. This is Shen Shanji, the king of history. Not 1 day or the 3rd day. I was at the same hour. Write the second name on the marriage contract. If there is a dispute between what to use? Concubine. Come see my sister.
Madam.
Lian Yin Yang insisted on coming in. The slave can't stop it. I know he can't stop it. But dare not stop. Daughter favored. But I am the wife of the next court. Of course he wouldn't offend Lil for me. I don't blame him.
Kuyan died.
This is how they survive. Why bother? Has Linger seen her sister? My sister still has this. So nostalgic. Sister, are you seeing something sad? It's a pity that I always only hear newcomers laugh. Sister is so affectionate. It's just that I often say that people always have to look forward. This promise. Poetry posted, like the ink on this paper. It's been a long time. It fades away. I have to persuade my sister. Guard this old thing. Hurt your own heart. I like it fresh now. Zur is still praising my new tune. Is there anything else? I'm afraid I'll embarrass his new love. You underestimate me too much. What's going on here? Leaner is fine. Sister didn't do anything to Leaner. You still have this marriage contract. Natural burn. This is a gift from an old friend. Or forget. I just don't know if Zi Wang came today to save people or rely on you for newcomers. You know my heart. Zi Junheng will always love God and rely on each other. Zi Junheng will always love God and rely on each other. What you call forever. Not even 10 years. I once said that I would like to go to the moon for you for 9 days. I can put my heart out and show it to you. But these childish words, how can you be serious? Yeah, how can you be serious? He made a promise without thinking. 15-year-old me, 25-year-old me, and 26-year-old Zi Junheng. Everyone knows that the moon is in the sky. Heart and chest, all love is empty talk. Only 16-year-old Zi Junheng took it seriously. I don't know if it's the Dusk Book. It is rare to evoke Zi Junheng's old love. He didn't say anything, just took a deep look at me. He left with Leaner. Good night, sister. Leaner came to see her sister when she was free. No need for me. If Aunt Leon has time, why don't you worry more about Zilang? Except for some of this year's old ministers in my courtyard, no other martial arts. Not worth the lungs I will stalk tomorrow. I'll bring you Ru Feng's almond puff every time I used to get angry with him. He will buy Ru Feng's almond cake and come back to coax me. But Zi Junheng, Ru Feng's amygdalin is no longer for sale. I've stopped eating amygdalin for a long time. At night, young Zi Junheng replied to his ancestors, "The certificate of Dufu you asked about." I asked the appropriate one. He said it was common sense. This certificate should be used to soothe the liver. And he mentioned that he had been practicing medicine. Listened to a Yofeng film and television talk about his sister. He was puzzled. It doesn't make sense at the moment. The film and television said this is a far cry. Or in a world. Chiansai Erksen. Only punches. Strong competition hurts. Extreme pain. Non-pharmacists can treat. The film and television finally sighed. You need to solve the bell. The side of the star is not in the doctor. People who care about medicine, I don't understand. But it depends on each other. Let me be sure to convey it word for word to the immortal. Immortals can understand. But I see fit. There are worries between the eyebrows. Not as open-minded as when practicing medicine and discussing Taoism. He was still sitting at the entrance of the spring hall for a long time. Suddenly turned around and asked me. I said before that I would help him guard the spring hall. Does it count? I swear by myself. He just nodded. Tell me from tomorrow. I don't always have to come and study a book with him. So he says, Corgi, the old lady of shopkeeper Li's house in Chengmen, is hard to meet. Chengbai Xia Bureau's children's youth multi-bucket pillow. He should see it too. His world has never been smaller than a nursing home. And in the spring of life. When he said that, looking far away, eyes bright like stars, immortal, I feel. Shanji. Like the kingfisher I found by the river. I know he's going to fly back to the sky. And I saw him soar. My heart is still empty. But he wanted to save the world. I'm all for it. I've ordered, prepare the fragrance of the car and horse for him. Remove the medicinal materials from all pharmacies under your name. He can call. As long as he's happy. I'll be happy. Career sleepless. The front yard is still noisy. I can vaguely hear the petite woman. The lonely moon outside the window. Inside the window, my heart is on fire. I thought I had
Ask
the
two
iron
questions.
energy to stand
And
up.
game-changing new drugs. This third kiss, when it's for my master, just walk
The
away.
madness that never comes back. Ghostwriting the last barley. One is sick. No fake foreign medicine. How to heal yourself. This question is now hired by me. And here's to you. How about a woman Shenshanji in the past? Answer today's diarrhea trial immortal. ID Dio. Someone once said that he was also a confidant and then forgot. Those who were interested in the past were
Over
obsessed
time,
with the patient.
I
I actually forgot myself because I was sick. There is nothing else but Angelica gooey ear. However, Angelica has to spread paper Angelica.
It should be returned to its place. What is a doctor?
The standard is not high in the medicine hall. Not before the collapse. And in me only for my root. This fundamental one cannot be abandoned. The two cannot hold both. Although out of desperation, if it is implied that the shameful master
You can also
take
test.
pictures.
What's the problem?
Don't ask anymore.
Sanwin B.
This star. 10-year dream, travel overnight. This body, this mind, the names of Angelica and Shen Jiangji.
Angelica to where it came from.
Angelica to the vastness and no shade between the warm world of the soul, suitable for women.
Angelica? I dip my pen in ink.
But hanging on paper to catch up. I used to think, if you use the power of this marriage certificate to cut off the marriage, can we let this decade wither away? Turn into nothingness?
But no.
16-year-old Zi Zhengheng is not bad. 15-year-old Shen Shanji.
At a loss?
They met in the deep spring of Mama Shang, promised to be in the age of being curd. It's a pity that we grow old together. It should be 16-year-old Zi Zhen and 15-year-old God. Instead of the unrecognizable pair of us in front of us.
So, this last sentence,
I don't write to the human willing puppet. Write only to a pair of teenage patients who lived on the streets of the spring rain that year. One wished 16-year-old Zi Hengli could be with 15-year-old God. Grow old together. Pour into today. At the moment of writing, a strange and familiar memory. Break the embankment.
that's 15-year-old.
Shen Shanji. Come out of the new present. Three questions covenant. Complete merit. This old marriage contract should also be sealed. Right at your fingertips when the finger surface is only a fraction of the distance. Next to the ink on the soul book. New ink color. Uncontrollable like tears. The last way to get back the hook on this day. I have seen it in the handwritten prescription of Xiang Yi. You are not a fairy, you are Aunt Xiang.
Right. Answer me, you...
It was Aunt Xiang many years later.
Right. Answer me! Please.
Are you having a bad time? That's why you do it this way. The out of control me.
Is it bad for you?
So appropriate. Don't forgive him. 9 words. But it seemed to have exhausted all his energy. I freeze myself. Finally appropriate. Don't forget me. All the ink marks on the marriage contract, teenager might. Once upon a time today, passed away like running water. 10 years, 2 worlds of joys and sorrows. After all, it's just a big dream.
No.
Don't wake up. Zijun Henna concubine. Zifu is very lively. The end of the money court is red
Goksun
silk.
is full.
Shen Shuishen. Backyard sediment. Even the little maid. Also secretly ran to see. Pride entry. I wear plain clothes. In the mirror, I only saved an old log. Those brocade clothes that Zi Zhengheng once gave me. Returned jewelry. I have never married. I only took away Juengdu that my father beat me with his own medicine cabinet that Shinji kept when he was young. The heli book that Zi Zhenhong gave me personally. I sign my name, fold carefully, put it on the top floor of the renovation. Only 9 sticks in the front yard. Drunk history has no place to return. I took the medicine cabinet to the street to cry. Wrap the drawn curtain with the dormitory again. Hold firmly in your arms. One is the way. One is the way back. No more hesitation. I turned and pushed open the door from the backyard to the front yard. So let's feel... That year, the appointment was made with a white head. Come and take this breath away today. Wonnie Jun newcomer is on the side. Heartbreak tune. 2. Congratulations on my September solution. Return to Zhao in this life. No return to original owner, grace and righteousness. You are. Doing what? You're not happy? I'm not doing the cigarette, okay? Shanji, I never thought I would be reasonable with you. Zi Junheng, please change the bet. I don't flower buds. I'm unreasonable, We are the husband and wife who worship the Buddha. How can it be reasonable? Immortals have long been married for us. We will grow old together. There is now a disaster like a flower branch. Z-Balance suddenly escaped deep and dazed as if struck by lightning. Grow old together forever as today. Joy beads in front of the hall. A sad light flower burst out. Zhang reconstruction. 10 years of long books. Curly hands are his sincere eyes before the Buddha. The curly tail is his hasty face at the moment, according to the trance in front of me. Flower not flower bird. Asuka. I just pierced my eyes. Mirror flower carving water moon umbrella. See through the mountains and see the water. Landscape is different. Over there. From then on, the landscape did not meet. You are Shen Yunyu. That year, Qingzhou 11 was you. Saved me. I recognize this word. I would be confused. Just remember, someone is carrying this box. Countless blurry faces flashed by. I can't remember exactly. Intention to treat diseases without remembering people. Take care, girl. You have to follow the footsteps. Fasten the scapula. It used to hold the hands of many people. Now I'm finally alone.